Anointed warriors. What's up, spiritual family? And welcome back to Mount Fitness MBS Ministry, where I am your host, Brother Minister Mongoose, and where we're putting a premium emphasis on love, life, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, encouraging one another, fellowship, and good old-fashioned spiritual evolution. This ministry is specifically for those who have made mistakes, those who are hurting, regardless of what area it is that one may be experiencing difficulties. This ministry is for those who have been wronged by others, who seemingly just don't fit in, square peg, round hole. This ministry is for those who can see that the dysfunctionality that mankind is currently engulfed in, it's not sustainable. This ministry is for all of those different groups of people, regardless of race, color, gender, ethnicity, political views, religious beliefs, it doesn't matter. If you can look at life and see that, okay, hold on a second. Ultimately, all of these things, religion, finances, the war on crime, the war on poverty, the justice system, the education system. You got people going to college, getting their degrees and still ending up working at McDonald's. The housing. If you can look at society and say, okay, all these things have ultimately failed us collectively as a species. If you can see that and you realize that there has to be a better way, this ministry is for you. I love you all. I want to thank you guys for joining. And that message, that opening right there, if you'll pardon me, that message, that opening is pretty much where I'm going with today's message in its entirety. If you can see those things, that in and of itself is encouragement to you, for you to be able to see your own greatness, for you to own your own greatness. Now, obviously, I'm going to presume that it's safe for me to gather that, you know, when I say your greatness, it's not your greatness, it's not my greatness, it's the greatness that's within us. Again, regardless of religion, all that, different branches of the same tree. There's only one God. There's only one ultimate power. And you're either a good, decent human being or you're not. Now, we've all gone through mistakes, and we know we had to learn how. Some of us had to, myself included, we had to learn how to be a good, decent human being. We had to get it all figured out. But at the end of the day, you're either traveling on that path, you've already, awakened to some things that you need to improve upon, but ultimately, you're either on the path of goodness or you're not. You're trying to get on that path, you're trying to make improvements, or you're not. Your financial standings, what you look like, what you dress like, where you come from, all that stuff doesn't amount to a half of a hill of beans. So today's message is about you realizing that you have been given the eyes to see. The good book says, let those see who have the eyes to see. Not those, it don't say let those with eyes see. Let those who have the eyes to see, let them see. Not everybody's going to see it. Not everybody's going to get it. But if you see it and you get it, then it's time for you to own your greatness. To own it. Stop tiptoeing around when it comes to your greatness. All the things you've overcome, all the things that you endure each and every day, That's greatness. It's time for you to own it, guys. And, it's about to be a new year in just a couple of weeks. And as the old wise man once said, you can put the old man in a new year, a new house, a new financial bracket. If you put the same old man in those new situations, you're going to get the same outcome, the same type of attitude, the same type of energy, the same type of lack of fulfillment. If you put the old man in new situations and circumstances, i.e. a new upcoming year, what good does it do to put the same woman, the same boy, the same girl? You have to change from within. And a part of that change from within is, as it relates to today's message, you owning your greatness. Some of you guys out there, you know that you're great. And that's not coming from an egotistical place. That's not coming from arrogance. That's coming from fact. That's coming from truth. You know it, you see it, you feel it. And you may not have two pennies to rub together. That doesn't determine greatness. You may not have a high school education. That doesn't determine greatness. Because a person can have billions of dollars and be sad and miserable and lost. And a person could have unlimited education and still be lost and sad. You comprehend? It's time for you to own your greatness. This new year, let this be a year that you decide now is the time that you're going to own your greatness. And if you're already there and you're humbly, yet unapologetically walking in your greatness, then let this year be a year that you set new and even greater goals. Don't become complacent. I don't know about you, but for me, and I'm going to believe it's safe for me to presume that this is applicable to you as well. As a member of this light carrying family. When the end comes for me, I wanted to find me struggling and striving to climb a new mountain and not sliding down an old one. So set new goals. And that's if you're already there or if you're still struggling. Set new goals. Don't be complacent with the fact that, I made this change and pat myself on the back. Good, fine. Underline, gold star. Celebrate that. And then set new goals. Don't become complacent. Because some of you guys out there, you know that you're great. You don't need nobody to tell you. You don't need nobody to validate that. You just know that based on what you've done, based on what you've overcome, based on what you face each and every day, you can't be nothing but great. And that's putting it mildly. And see, that's putting it modestly. That's putting it very modestly. You're not being arrogant. You're not being cocky. That's a part of owning your greatness. When you're not afraid to walk into the room, whether it's on a football field, office setting, an office setting, choir rehearsal, a spelling bee, it doesn't matter. Owning your greatness means you're going to humbly, yet very factually, walk into the room and say, okay, which one of y'all coming in second? Because I'm the fastest guy on this track and field. I'm the one that studied and bust my wazoo to get A's on this science project. So which one of you guys are coming in second? And you may not verbalize that. And again, it may not be, you try to put somebody down or being arrogant about it. It's just a very factual thing. This is a part of owning your greatness. When you truly are great, you don't feel the need to put anybody down. When you're truly great, you want to lift others up. This too is a part of owning your greatness. It's only the people that they aren't really, really sure that they're great. So in order for them to feel like they're great, they have to tear somebody down. They have to attack someone. They have to compete against everyone. Stop tiptoeing around when it comes to your greatness. And that's what your love. Don't stop tiptoeing around. Boom it out. If you're happy, if you got love in your heart, let that love shine. Your confidence, your wisdom, your individual talents and skill set. Don't be afraid to put that out there. Well, if I walk in there and say, well, you know what? I'm the fastest guy on this track field, or I'm the best girl, or whatever guy with in this economic field. If I walk in and say that, they're going to think I'm arrogant. The good book says, who would go out and purchase a candle and then take it home, light it, and sit it under a bowl? He didn't give you what he's given you. He didn't take you through what he's taken you through for you to sit back on the sideline, head down, crunched over in the corner somewhere, afraid to acknowledge that, you know what? I'm pretty doggone good at this. In fact, if I'm totally honest, I'm great at this. Own your greatness. Let this be the year that you just decided. No more tiptoeing, no more second guessing. And again, definitely at the risk of redundancy, and again, I know you know this, we're not promoting arrogance. We're not promoting ego. But if you came in first place, time in and time out in that spelling beating contest, that chess, competition, whatever it is, how are you wrong for saying that you came in first place? He didn't give you what he's given you, your talents, your skills, your quirks. Let it shine. Own your greatness. Own all of you, your strength, your wisdom. Don't be afraid to say, hey, excuse me, yes, I know the answer to that. Hey, here's some advice. Here's some recommendations. Your enthusiasm, your zest, your zeal for life, own it. You don't see a lot of people just walking around genuinely zestful and bubbly like we did back in the day. There was quite a bit more. And don't get me wrong, there's all kinds of situations and circumstances that all of us get up for. A movie, celebrating somebody's birthday, whatever your thing is, going out to the club, whatever it is. And so there's these moments when everybody's bubbly. But day in and day out, when you walk through the hollow corridors of life as it relates to the general population, let's just face it. Most people are beaten down. Most people are so torn down emotionally and spiritually. And your zest, your zeal, your willingness to embrace your greatness may be just the encouragement that they need to get through another day, to set new goals, and to embrace their own greatness. You see, so it's not just about you. Everybody benefits when you embrace your greatness. When you embrace your greatness, the whole world needs you. The world don't need more people walking around afraid to give the answer, afraid to be confident, afraid to speak up, afraid to be humble, afraid to walk away. The world don't need any more of those. We got those. They come off the assembly line. The world needs exactly what you have, your greatness. Now, how are you going to give the world your greatness when you haven't even embraced it or given it to yourself? Give yourself permission to embrace your greatness. I don't care about how much money you have or how much money you don't have. I don't care about your age. Pardon me. You could be 16 or 116 and anywhere in between. If you're 16, you got that 16-year-old zest, zeal, set some new goals, embrace your greatness. If you're 116, and you're still here, you got goals. Embrace your greatness. Wow, I've been here 116 years, man. Look at all the roads I've traveled. Your mistakes, it doesn't matter. Again, that's a way to verify. That's a way to confirm your greatness. Look at all the mistakes you've made. Look at all the people that you've wronged. You've learned to not wrong people anymore. But you go outside your door, a lot of people ain't figured it out. They still wronging people. That is a testament to your greatness. Doesn't matter what the doctor said. I'm not making light of any of these things, guys, because if you know my testimony, and I'll see if I got a brief time, I'm sure I'll squeeze it in here in just a bit. I've experienced some real tough times. So you're not getting this from somebody who's telling you, just be strong, but they aren't aware of what it means to be strong. The doctor may have told you something that you didn't want to hear. Did you run out and decide, you know what? You're going to take a long walk off of a short tear? Or did you decide, hey man, I'm keeping on in faith. You're keeping on in faith. You're keeping on in hope. You're keeping on in love. You know that he gets to have the final say and not the doctor. That's a testament to your greatness. You haven't surrendered your soul. That's a testament to your greatness. It's really time to own your greatness, guys. All the trials, all the tribulations, again, all the mistakes, all the wrongdoings, all the wrongs that was done to you. You still have faith. You haven't given up like most people and just said, hey man, it's a dog-eat-dog world. And I'll snake this person, I'll snake that person. I'll be rude to this person and rude to that person. And no, you set clear boundaries, you enforce them, but you still got love in your heart. You're still looking for that soulmate. You're still looking for that financial breakthrough. You're still looking for the next medical report to come out in your favor. That's a testament to your greatness. But I can say this until the cows come home. And I can say this until I'm blue and purple and lime green in the face. You have to embrace your greatness. And you have to realize that the world needs you to do that. The world doesn't need another faker, another make-believer, another pretentious person. Some of you been out there, you got weight loss goals. Based on your schedule and whatever else may be taking place, you can't imagine how you're going to ever get there, but you haven't quit. You ain't been to the gym and you don't know how long, but you haven't quit. That's a testament to your greatness. It's not greatness if you go out there and it's just easy. It doesn't require greatness to do something that's easy. Some of you guys have snakes in your family. Some of you guys have snakes, in the workplace that you just have to deal with, and you know they're disingenuous. You haven't decided to return snake ways with snake ways. You decided to pray and ask God to protect you. Ask God to show them the light. Ask God's divine judgment to be on them. You haven't fallen into bitterness. You haven't fallen into, anger and all kinds of hatred. That's a testament to your greatness, guys. Dealing with that goofy person every single day at the workplace. Again, maybe even in your household. That's a testament to your greatness, because it's easy to say, well, you know what? They're wronging me. They're snaking me. I'm going to snake them back. See? It doesn't take any strength to be great. Person just give up and return narcissistic behavior with narcissistic behavior, but you haven't done that. That's a testament to your greatness. So again, I can say this until the cows come home. I can say this until I'm blue, purple, and lime green in the face. But until you decide that you're going to embrace your greatness and let it shine, love, passion for life, your goals, your hopes, your dreams, He's given you all these things. And as long as you're still pursuing those things, as long as you're still setting new goals, once you feel like, okay, you've accomplished that year's goal, that 6-month goal, that 5-year goal, now what? If you'd like some information on what specific goal setting could look like for you, I'm offering a zero strings attached free consultation and evaluations in the field of physical fitness training, spiritual teachings and practice, and experiential philosophy. All of those are either or. I do have some clients that are just into physical fitness. Some just are into the spiritual aspect. Some just want a philosophical, outside the box view on, what's going on in their lives, the next move that they could make, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm going to leave a link down in the description for you to take advantage of a free, zero strings attached consultation and evaluations. It's only free, totally free, zero strings attached for the next couple of weeks. January the 1st is the day that that offer will end. Beyond that point, guys, I do require, or starting January, I will be requiring some type of donation. But we could talk about that later. Right now, it's totally free, zero strings attached. So if you'd like some information on any of these subject matters, if you'd like some information on what you can do to make sure that you are wholeheartedly, unapologetically, and simultaneously humble and thoughtful of others around you as you embrace your own greatness, hit me up in the email contact that I'm going to leave down in the description. As you guys know, very briefly, no one can tell me that God isn't real, because I've seen Him and I continue to see Him work in my life. So, first up, I got a first row seat. Born into poverty, drug addiction, gangs, incarceration, all kinds of crime. Any crime you can imagine except for murder or sex-related crime. Any other crime, there's probably 100% chance that I was charged, arrested, and committed that crime. But this is the greatness of God. If He can do it for me, I know He can do it for you. And you already know that He's done it for you already. He continues to do it each and every day. You have a chance to sleep with your neighbor's spouse, because maybe your neighbor's spouse slept with your spouse. You have a chance to get revenge. You have a chance to be rude and disrespectful and all these different things. You have a chance to snake somebody to get that next promotion on the job. You see them working in your life every day. You have a chance to give up and quit on your kids. You're still fighting for those things. So you see him working in your life every single day. It's been nearly a quarter of a century, and I thank him every single day. He's delivered me from all of those things: drug abuse, homelessness, poverty, crime, drugs, gangs. And he's caused me to go on and become an all-natural professional bodybuilder, a certified fitness trainer, the founder of my own fitness training company, and the founder of this ministry. So I know he's real. And so do you. Through him, it's time for us to embrace our greatness. To embrace it, guys. Again, think about it. Who would go purchase a lamp? Why would he give you this? Why would he carry you through all of that? For you to sit on the sideline and now be ashamed, to be embarrassed, to be bashful, to say that you're number one, you're great in whatever it is. Maybe it's multiple areas, whatever the case. He knows your heart. And he knows that you're not putting it out there to be arrogant. You're putting it out there to inspire, to motivate, to encourage. So be unapologetically great. Embrace your greatness. The good book says, those who come to the Lord are as bold as a lion. So that's what I got for you guys today. I do appreciate all the love and support. If this ministry is providing you with fruitful benefits, then please take the time out to give back to this ministry. There's absolutely nothing wrong. In fact, there's everything right with the laws of fair exchange. The left hand washes the right hand, and the right hand in exchange washes the left. So give back to this ministry if the Holy Spirit would guide you to do so. You can give back to this ministry by subscribing to the channel, hitting the share button. A lot of people neglect that. Hitting the share button and the thumbs up button. This way you help grow this ministry by way of the YouTube algorithm, which means this ministry becomes available to help even more people. And when you hit that share button, then you personally help other people. You've taken some fruitful messages, shared them with others. You've planted a seed upon which he has promised you an abundant return. So do those things to give back to this ministry, please. And then also hit the bell icon if you'd like to receive a notification every time I upload a new message. And if the Holy Spirit would move you to make a monetary donation to this ministry, please remember that no amount is too small. That's a literal thing. It's not the amount, it's the heart that counts. And it literally takes pennies to make $1. So I'll leave a Cash App link down in the description for that. And I would humbly request that you guys please visit the physical fitness branch of the ministry located at mountfitnessmbs.com. Get a little bit of information about my experience and my expertise when it comes to physical fitness training, diet, nutrition, all that kinds of good stuff, just in case you or someone you know is interested in services. All these services are provided online, Zoom, Skype, and I also travel throughout the entire United States. So if you're interested in the possibility of recruiting me to come to your city, your state, your neighborhood, just hit me up on that email link down in the description. That's what I got for you guys. Hey, I love you all. I'm praying for you all. I encourage you guys, as always, to be smart, be sharp, be strong, and be safe. Be happy, be healthy, be humble, and always be courageous. Also, always remember, guys, that ultimately, there's only two different paths in life. One path leads to blissful ignorance. The other path leads to meaning, purpose, and fulfillment in life. The selection between those two paths for your life, the choice is in your hands. So please, choose wise. And go out there and own your greatness. That's what I got for you guys. I thank you. I love you. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. I am Brother Minister Mongoose. And I will holler back. Peace.